Alrighty. Time for another Tettled Tuesday. Let's see what we have here. Get the music going. In a moment. Oh. Did I just allow the Berlin? Yeah, we'll play. I did allow the Berlin, which isn't too normal for me, but let's see what I can do here. Uh-oh. He knows what he's doing. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm running a little late this game. Because my sleep schedule has regressed, but okay. I'd like to win the bishop pair, probably play c3. He's making it a bit annoying. If I go g3, probably f5, f4 comes in one go. Let me go here first. Queen here, I expect. Okay. Interesting. Just need to make up for the minute that I'm down. One second. So this forces probably rook e3, which is nice. Because I'm threatening this and the rook's hanging. I mean, there's other moves as well, like king f8. But after king f8, I could trade everything and a7 should be loose, right? Wow, okay. Something looks off about that. I'm gonna start with this. I think I might just start pushing this pawn down the board, hey? Now I can move my queen back, play b4, f4. Okay, need to play faster. gotta come up with like a setup here. $11 probably c4 and start pushing these queenside pawns. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that wasn't the best game, but we'll take the win. I was doing well, like as soon as I was up a pawn. This is probably losing. Close to losing, and then it took me a while to convert, which I wasn't too happy about, but as long as the result wasn't in doubt, that's the main thing. Yeah, probably g4 here. This is a good move though. Yeah. Platinum tier 3, appreciate that. Alrighty, round 2. Rookie 1 and h4. Not used to seeing that. If I go e5, which is what I played, I'm just curious, like, is white bring the knight here? Are they trying to play like King's Indian attack? Sometimes your rook wants to be on f1 instead. Curious what my opponent's going for here. Let's go h6. Yeah. And yeah, let's go d5 while we have the chance. Expecting this probably. But again, this is kind of like a reverse King's Indian. And I don't think white's pieces are the most optimally placed for that. Although it's probably still playable. Just of kind of, yeah. The one move I don't really need in this position is a6. If I didn't have a6 and I had a different move on the board, like rook e8, I'd probably be even happier. Yeah, it definitely would be. That's the missing ingredient. He's coming for me. F5 next. Technically, yeah, I could consider knight d4, but after knight e5, f3 is covered, right? I want to pin this. I'm preparing to play e4 maybe. Queen here, I have knight d4. Huh. Something looks off here. I imagine this move works. If it doesn't, shame on me. You could throw in queen g4 though, so there's definitely a world where that's a possibility. Knight here, check. Oh, wow, he's taking. Taking is surprising me. Rook d4 preparing f3 is tempting. Queen check is tempting. I go check. And he could go there. I'm up like a minute and a half. I definitely had better. Like the fact that my opponent's still kicking here isn't the best. I think I trapped this, so that should make up for things. Yeah. I don't think white was ever okay. This whole position is pretty nasty, but yeah, f3 I really was gonna play. I mean, let's just say king h2, rook d4, rook here, and I should play this. I just need to look slightly further, and then we're good, like this. Then it's game over. Yeah, what I did wasn't correct, but we got the dub. Yeah, f3 and rook d4 I even looked at. I was just like, this looks good, but I didn't go far enough. Round 3. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this line in the con can be pretty trendy. Your bishop's on a7 instead of, you know, on e7 in most Sicilians, so it's a little bit different. It's good and bad. You've somewhat good diagonal with tactical ideas, and the bad is your d6 pawn can get a bit weaker than when your bishop's on e7. I didn't take here because there's rook g8. Now that my queen that I've castled, maybe I can consider taking. But I'm gonna be yawning a lot. Still recovering from this wedding weekend. Jeez. Knight e5. Makes sense. Okay. I'll hopefully get rid of the bishops. Yeah, I had a feeling he was gonna do this. The main drawback of this line in general is the d6 pawn. So let's see if I can target that. It will involve, you know, moving this bishop out of the way, but don't see why that's not a possibility. You go b5, I mean, I might consider taking too, right? Okay. My initial, you know, setup that I was thinking about was to like double the rooks. Yeah, I might be yawning a lot. I can't help it. And yeah, if b5 is played, I'm very tempted to do bishop takes b5. I'll get 3 pawns. Probably 3 pawns for the piece end. Some attacking chances. Oof, yeah, that really, I said I'm probably gonna do it. So now I feel a bit of pressure. Bishop b5, a b5, knight b5. I mean, if I said I should do it, it puts me in a tough spot. Jeez. Okay. I'm sleep deprived, so I actually don't care too much if this works or not. Give me a sec, there's a few good moves here. Definitely doesn't work. Yeah, I don't really know to tell you the truth. Rook d2 felt... I only have 2 pawns for the piece, but by taking this, you kind of open up the c file. So for example, I don't know, he's gonna go queen c6. It's gonna go rook c1. And it looked like my queen goes to c5 next move, and it's pretty scary, although like, say queen a6. Maybe I go rook here first, because king here, king f6 might be okay. Or I have to throw an h4. I just have to, yeah, attack. It's not fully clear. Queen c7, c1. Tricky positions. c8. Like something like this, it feels like I should have full compensation, but hard to analyze. Oh, Mr. MVL. Hello. I'm gonna do it. Everyone's playing the Alpin. Which is scary. MVL was playing the Alpin before it was cool. So that's always more dangerous. Mm-hmm. I have the bishop pair, but he's trying to do something funny in the opening. You know? Something funny happening here. My knight could go to g6. But f5 is trickier. It might be worse, but I'm thinking like it'd be nice to get on certain squares here. Oh, this is sharp. Probably not in the best way though. Can go king d2 or what? Okay, I'm kind of wondering why I allowed this. Queen here, bishop check. I gotta move my queen out of the way. Wasn't very smart. Shit. Wasn't very smart, was it? Man, I just blundered everything. Oh my God. Like, I had a good position and I think I just blundered 2 pawns. That's a little rough. Time trouble, man. I keep having this issue. Like, the opening was very promising with the bishop pair. Could have castled if I wanted. And I burn all my time going for this line. And I don't have enough time to play against an open king, so... yeah, it's tough. It's getting so frustrating because last week I had the same thing. Like, yeah, it says I have a big advantage already. It says this is a winning position. Winning position. And then here, just if I go bishop c6, the knight. Oh, it's really bad. Like, the knight's trapped. Oh. This move is like threatens, like it's just a basic move wins the game here. I played g5 and it's still good, but I didn't play bishop c6. That's really bad. Yeah, and then I started to choke. Round 5, I'm gonna have to start winning again. That last loss was very preventable, but we got the Iranians. They're tough. They just keep producing strong young players. Just consistently. Like really strong young players. Yeah, I'm not sure if the setup I'm adopting is the one to go for. H3, A4, sometimes you go for like B4 at the right moment. Maybe. Oh, that's a mouse slip. Jeez. Okay, that's a very it's a very bad mouse slip actually. So it's not good. Not the kind of mouse slip you want to make. Queen on D2 just blocks everything. Okay. Let's go here. Yep, he's coming for me. D5, we'll play bishop c5. Might not be the end of the world if queen f6. It's not clear to me. Oh, I'm taking, by the way. I think I'm taking this way. And then this is loose. If here, I'll probably throw in bishop d4. Okay, there's two things hanging right now. Block's probably looking for something tactical. E4 looks like that looks like the attempt. Maybe this works too. I'm kind of curious about a couple moves. One of them is just rook takes c5, actually. Rook takes e5 doesn't look that silly to me. Knight takes, things get more wild. Okay, I'm trying rook takes. I might get hurt here. Yes, I might lose the exchange, but it's the dark squared bishop. If I lose something, which I'll put a big price on, let's put it that way. Big price on that bishop. Oh. No. That's what I don't want to see. His moves like that. No. What the heck? I think I've missed something because this line I didn't see whatsoever. This is way beyond my scope. Way beyond my scope. Yeah. So we have two pieces versus a rook and a pawn. Okay, technically the two pieces should be very good, but I need to actually demonstrate that. Tricky guy. He was threatening rook e1. Wait a sec. Yep, I think we're making progress here. I'm just gonna plant the knight on f5. It should be good. That was an interesting game. Yeah, this is unclear. I think everything's good for me unless he has something in this position. This definitely didn't work for various reasons. Like one of the things is like I could just take here. Queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes, bishop takes, and I have two rooks for two pieces. So 4 to 5, playing black here around 6. Gotta keep playing for a win. I already dropped a game this tournament, so I don't have much room. Unfortunately. What happens if I go here? So you're gonna go f4? I'm wondering if this check and placing the bishop here does anything. I couldn't fully tell. Okay, let's castle. If you put your bishop here, maybe I go e5. That's kind of tempting. Is it not? Takes, 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 takes. Queen here, knight here. Queen takes, bishop here. Queen here, bishop here, bishop takes, queen c6. Yeah, that looks good. I just got to be careful that there's not something loose with my center. I mean, if you can grab the center, right? It's not a bad thing, but usually people fight pretty hard for that. So probably rook e8 should be played soon. Mm-hmm. I was gonna leave that hanging. I hope it's playable. In hindsight, I'm not exactly sure if I've calculated this well. There's definitely a chance I haven't. I'm playing off of mainly intuition, so takes, takes, takes. I mean, I can take on e4. So it's kind of like making the argument, okay, I'll lose the center pawn. Sorry, I'll win a center pawn, but give a side pawn. All right, so here, this move doesn't look right. I mean, it just feels like I should play here, then reinforce it. It's not the end of the world for white, but I feel like I should be pretty comfortable. I mean, you can bring the knight in, for sure. One thing I can play here is a a5, a4. Get rid of a weakness. I'm gonna swing the rook over here for sure. I mean, bishop g5, probably move the knight out of the way. I thought about playing h6. The thing about h6, which is probably an okay move, is if the knight ever gets to f5, then h6 is placed poorly, relatively speaking. My dark squared bishop isn't necessarily my most valuable. This one puts a bit of pressure on as well. So let's go here. I'm doubling up on the b3 pawn. Just, yeah. I should be making some progress here. Oh, yes. I used my time advantage. That's good. I didn't do that earlier in the event. But this position's actually already really, really bad for white. Because I have a good pawn structure. I have a safe king. I have a protected passed pawn on d4. And white has its weakness on b3. So if we were to actually play this position out, maybe I should transfer my knight over to the queen side. I thought about maybe playing like queen a8. Putting some more pressure there. Something like that. Man, the morning Title Tuesday is strong. I got paired up round 4. I lose round 4, I win round 5, yeah. We got Parham. So a couple 3200s already. Which line? He likes to play these gentle positions, but they're still dynamic. Actually, I have to think about this now. Yeah, as I said, he does favor that. Clarifying and then like having a little bit of something for sure. Should I take on c3 with my knight? How do you take back the pawn? Okay. So we kind of have, this has some similarities to like certain c3 Sicilian positions with the c3 d4 structure. He's probably debating this move. Do you give me time? I'd like to play e5. Oh yeah, it's not giving me time though. That's not giving me time. Kind of deciding like, am I fianchettoing? Like, am I playing h6 when this pawn gets attacked? G6. The more I think, the more I'm gravitating towards h6. But I have concerns. But g6, I also have dark squared concerns around my king. Yeah, this move makes a lot of sense. Question is, do I have time to play this? I'd like to think yes. but it's sharp already, and this is what he thrives in. I'm down 20 seconds. Got to play a bit faster. C5, knight d5 is what I'm banking on. If I can get my bishop to b7, rook to c8, feels like I haven't done too much wrong. I mean, if I get mated somehow, I get mated, like, doesn't feel like I've really weakened the king like crazy, but could be wrong about that. Rook fc1. Now that is, yeah, it's a bit different. Okay. We got our pieces out, which is an accomplishment. I'm probably tucking my bishop in on b8. I usually prefer the tie tuck on f8, but maybe b8 today. All right, here, what happens if I go knight c6? Maybe put the bishop on f6. The rook swings here, I have knight b4, and then all of a sudden things look looser. If I go here, here, can't I take? Okay. Feel like I had something better there. I mean, I'm happy with the game, but in this position, I must be missing something, or maybe not. Dude, I have to be missing something. Bishop d5, rook takes here, rook c2, and he runs out of moves. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah. Why did I play this? Bad moves and time trouble. They're hitting me a lot today. There's no moves here. But even, oh my, even harder. Yeah. That's frustrating. I like playing the good players, so it's always a good thing, but I had two of the most winning positions. Now we got Big Jeff. Is he... Okay. Yeah, this is a trendy line in the Petrov. I played it as black myself in at least one tournament. But I saw that Mickey Adams, he won a game against this line in the current British Championships that's ongoing. He's a guy I like to follow. He doesn't play so much, but these days. So I want to go rook e2, and the reason I played b3 is in this variation I don't want knight c4 to ever come, and I have c4 myself as a way of trying to open up the position. For example, if I okay, yeah, that makes sense. C4 is still kind of tempting, but I have to prepare it. He's really trying to stop me from getting that, huh? There. Oof. Annoying. I want to double up on the E file, but these positions are symmetrical, so usually you need like, often like, I don't know, an advantage in development maybe, to try to get something juicy. So here might be some other ideas. Maybe I can come up with something against this. H6. I'm threatening H6 myself. Threat might be the wrong word. Here. Knight takes. Defend the rooks. Oh my goodness, dude. This time trouble is driving me nuts. A minute 49 to 17 seconds because I was trying to push this. And there's nothing there. I mean, I can repeat moves here, but oh my god, if I want. I have this really bad habit of trying to push for a win or something when I have no time. And in this case, the position doesn't even like warrant it. But I can bail out and make a draw, and I started like getting ideas of push. It's like, what's going on here? Just check back and forth. Five and a half out of 8. I'm like, it's a yo-yo. Beating IMs, losing to like some some of the top players, and then hopefully beating more IMs. Yeah, I know I allowed this. Usually after knight e5 takes and c4, white's pretty happy. I'm kind of curious if I can get away with this move. I can't say for sure. Go b5. h3 is a little slow, but it's possible I don't have enough resources to challenge that d5 pawn very easily. I mean, what I would like is, I mean, he might take actually, and now go knight g5, bishop here. We could see something dynamic. I'm baiting him a little bit. So pawn takes, bishop takes, knight here, bishop back, e5. I'm probably willing to sack the exchange. And usually people bite on that. So we're gonna find out. Yes. And then I go h6 next move. And then take here, right? Like this. And now I have a pawn and the bishop pair for the exchange. This is kind of what I baited. I thought it was pretty clever. You know. Ooh. Queen c8 or rook e8? Let's go queen c8. Bishop takes pawn. Knight e5. Yeah. Now I'm not so sure about my move. Because I could have traded even the queens. Okay, let's start with this. This knight's gonna try to bring it in. Yeah, I need to recalibrate this. At least I'm always covering this with bishop g4, but I need to recalibrate for sure. Here. Queen here, probably c4. And at least we have this idea with rook d3. Queen here, maybe rook d3 anyways, right? Something like that. Could go c4 first. Let's go here. Logical. Trying to make some more progress towards, you know, this is what I'd like. Then I can play bishop f3, queen h3. We're getting closer to that reality. Much closer. Not yet. Okay, let's make a pass. Like what I've done. Maybe I put my bishop on d5. Okay, let's start with this. Bishop d5, please. Oh man, we have to be getting close to something good here. Bring the queen in. You gotta be getting close. Jeez, he took that fast, eh? Nice. Yeah, I had a good position, I think, for a long time there on the light squares. But the breakthrough was still a little annoying. G5 here, yeah, that probably is a brute force win. Just G5. Say the bishop's trapped. In a few moves. Yeah. Or winning a piece. And I'll probably be back for later TT. Alrighty. Round 10. I gotta keep hunting the IMs since the 31 and 3200s have bullied me. Let's try this. Giving up the bishop early, maybe. Anatoly. Guys named Anatoly are dangerous. What happens if I go here? It might feels a little bit early, however, I need proof. I need proof. This is too early for me to play or pursue. Yeah, I need to get my pieces out. I mean, I've caused a disturbance in black setup as well. The knight on e8's not, you know, prime piece right now, but I have my own issues. Taking with a pawn, which is dynamic, but, you know, dynamic might mean bad. Code word for bad. Okay, something's off here. Something to do with this feels off. Pawn takes. Can take back with the queen or knight on d5. Prefer... What? What the heck is that? This... Buddy. What am I missing? Take. Trying to use some pins here. To create a target. Now I have the threat of knight e2 hitting the knight, the rook, and hitting c6. I'd rather have a target because the pawn on c7 was well guarded by that knight on e8. Yeah, not too surprised by this, but shouldn't work. Wait, what's going on there? This should definitely be very unpleasant for Buddy. Gonna sack back a little bit. Sure, I'll play a3 first. Yeah, Don't really know what he's trying to do. This should just be losing. Guess one attempt is queen f4 to try to set up some sort of perpetual like this, but we just can go g3. d6 is falling. It's going to cover the checks. It's going to hit the dark squares. So check. 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 And mate next move. Assisted all. Thanks for the tier 3, buddy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Oh, we got Danya. Even on 7.5, I have no chance at a prize or even close to a prize. But you see the pairings, it's like, even when you're out of contention, you're playing strong players. No regret. Thank you for the prime.
Sir.
Yeah, when I play Danya here in this Sicilian, it's sometimes we'll play kind of open Sicilian like this, or sometimes the Alpin. Both very dangerous. Well, yeah, he's just dangerous at those. I didn't know about this. I was unaware of this line.
Boys, you got your primes, you know. Do your part, I did my part. Put the primes out, you know? That time of month.
Gotta watch out for the queen getting stuck. I assume that's the idea here. Which is annoying. Yeah, I mean, white sacked the pawn for development, you know, a right to harass me even more. And I would like to just get castled, but he's making it very hard. Because I could try to get castled with my queen over there, but it feels like in that position, I'm being harassed more. This is what I'm talking about. Just harassed over and over. Not very friendly. Not very friendly indeed. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I did something wrong. To not be able to even get castled is no bueno. Yeah, this is over. Bishop. Oof, yeah, that was a tough one. Said I wanted to get castled, and then I never got castled. I must have... Oh, did I not play knight g4 here? Oh my... That bishop harassed me the whole game. And I didn't play knight g4. I knew something didn't make sense. That's great. I said, this bishop's annoying me. I thought I played this with the idea of knight g4 and I didn't even play knight g4. And now it felt like I didn't have a move. So that detail kind of like goes from like, okay, well, it's actually just a good position for me, but to a very tough position. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone queen d4 as well. And not, I don't have to run my queen around the board because it's not on the queen side. Yeah, I played number 2, number 3, number 6. Didn't take the draw here, missed the win against MVL or wins. Missed wins against Parham, so it really, really hurts to mess up these. All good players, and I had great positions. That's glad to, well, at least if you lose to people, you want to see them do well. Yeah, I had the top tie breaks for once in our group, but yeah, I had higher tie breaks than the people in first, like Hikaru. But didn't score.